Hello, dear students. Hope all are fine. Today I am here with a new topic. So, we are surrounded by objects. If you look around, you can see that we are surrounded by objects. We are surrounded by objects, different as objects, living, non-living, no? Different as objects of different shape, different color, different types. And we are surrounded by objects. Okay. Now, the next point that comes is that these objects, we have categorized them according to their nature and feature, how they look, their physical structure, and the behavior that is performed by these objects. We have classified them. So, the word classified is indicating every object exists inside a class. They fall in a class. They exist inside a class. They are a part of they are the member of the class. So without class, the object cannot exist. So objects are part of the class. So here in terms of programming also, some concept of ideas taken from this real world object. Now, when you see the objects, any object that you see around us, it's not one piece. It's not made of one singular object. It is made of a combination of sub-objects or the small objects. They are intricately integrated very in detailed manner, in a systematic way, in a mechanical way. They have been connected to each other. They work in coordination so that in totality you can say the larger object is working. Like for example, you see a car, which we use the word car for the object that's called car. There are different types of cars also, of course, different color, different brand, different companies, no, different seaters, seating capacity. Now, in general, we talk about car. The cars have got four wheels. Okay, it's got steering wheel to turn left, turn right. It has got engine to make it move, make it run. It has got seats where passengers can sit or driver can sit and drive. It has got doors. It's got roof. No, it's got dicky. It's got the other mechanical parts which are working together, and then only the car is complete. Now when you look at each and every nuts and bolts and small parts of the car, these all are individual objects, and when these individual objects are combined together, they created the larger object that we call as car. Okay, so and these objects, when they are integrated, finally they are given a name, and that name becomes the identity of the object. We identify a particular object with the identity that has been given to the object, the name that has been given to the object. This is very important. So here we found three things. Real world object has the physical attributes, characteristics, features. Second one, it has got real world object has got its behavior. It performs certain things, certain work. It behaves in certain ways or works in certain ways. Whether it's living or non-living, it has got some action and reaction. And the last part is that every object has a name. Another important thing that I told you is the object belongs to a class. Okay. Now, object belong to a class means we are saying that we're talking about the larger object belong to a class, like a car. Car belongs to a class of cars, where there are different types of cars, small, big, family, commercial, all those are cars. But the basic structure is similar. The basic structure, the basic behavior is similar to each other. There might be some small features difference, but the basic structure is similar. The behavior is similar. Okay, maybe names might be different for different companies, might have given different names, but they are behavior wise, structure wise, they are same. Okay, now let's move on to the software object. The software object has taken a lot of ideas from real world object. So software object has been inspired, actually inspired by the real world object. Here, whatever programs that we write, whatever statements and the commands and data, definitions, variables, functions that we write, all these are considered as objects. Why they are considered objects? Because they occupy space, a certain amount of space in computer's memory. Okay, physical dimension is there, which has been seen in the memory blocks occupied by a part of program, or any data, any element that we are storing or writing in the program that goes to the memory occupies the space. So it's very, so it has got the state. Now this feature is called state. Anything that we write, any tokens that we write, any commands or keywords, variable definition, declaration, statement, or we create object, no, any functions we create, they are called objects. Okay, and these objects have got attributes, as I said. Now next one is the objects that are created, the objects that we create, the software object that we create, the program that we write, command we write, it has a purpose for writing. We don't write simply just to fill up the page or fill up the screen or waste our time. We write the commands so that we can get some work done with the help of this program. We don't want to do the work, we want the computer to do the work for us. So we write a program, we write a commands, we write set of commands. We tell the computer that yes, you do this work in this sequential manner. We give a command in its own language so that it can perform the work and give us the answer. So the work actually done by software object is the behavior of software object. What it does, what the object is performing, that is the behavior of software object. Okay, now the next part is the identity. Let's talk about the name that we give to the function or class or package or software or part of program or variable, identifier, array, anything that name is given. You can say in English, no, naming words are nouns. The same manner, identity is a naming word that we use for any part of program. Okay, and it has to be unique. In a program, the naming has to be unique. The name has to be unique. It becomes difficult when you see two people with the same name. You call one, but the other also will come up. No, so you feel embarrassed. So because names are same, but here in programming, same thing happens. So in order to avoid the confusion, to be clear with calling the function or using the function for a specific work, we give a name to each of the objects. Okay, now, and I hope I have covered quite many things in this video. If you have any difficulty, anything that you want to know little more about it, you can comment me, like my video, share, comment, and hit the bell button so that you can get notification as soon as I upload any new video for you. After all, these videos are for you to help. I want you to do the best, excellent in a programming, in a school, in a board exam, and for this purpose only I am making. And guys, remember, whatever I am explaining or giving in this video, It is summary of my experience. You don't find all these things together in one book. You don't find it even in the books. There are a number of points which I have explained here. You will not get in any of the books around you or anywhere, even in the Google. It is not there. It is, I have experienced, I have understood, I have gone through it, I have analyzed, and then I have been putting up all these points for you so that you can learn, you can understand better, and you can perform better in your exam. Okay, so this much for today. Keep in touch. Okay, continue. Go through this video if you don't understand one time. If I am talking a little fast, you find I am talking a little fast, you can go through the video once more. Okay, maybe you can reduce the speed and you can go through it once more and then understand the points which I have discussed here. Okay, so now this much for today. Thank you.